Hello everybody, John Lanning with IPMS for Crook. Back again with another inbox model kit review. And with a special announcement, I am what I am. So, there we go. Anyway, this kit, I didn't really expect to buy it. I was wandering aimlessly on the internet like everyone else does on their off time when they should be building model kits. And I ran into this kit here, which kind of piqued my interest. Now, strange thing is that I normally don't build a lot of World War II stuff. A lot of other people do, and that's their thing. I'm more into post-World War II, smaller Air Forces, stuff like that. I don't know what drew me to this model kit. It might have been the box art, it might have been the aircraft itself, and the color markings, or whatever it was. I can't really explain it, but I got it. And it's from Model Kit, which, again, this is another model manufacturer that not a lot of people in the U.S. are aware of because it's a small Polish outfit. The manufacturer is IBG Models. Anyway, this is the kit. The IAR-81C. Now, again, I don't know what drew me to this kit. I don't know if the phrase would be beautiful aircraft, I would say. I mean, it's got nice cylindrical lines. It looks pretty nice, and the colors kind of pop out. It's kind of strange saying that on a military aircraft, but maybe the box art, and look at the box art. I like that box art. Yes, I know it's shooting down an American plane. So what? It's nice box art. It's great box art. I don't know if that was what drew me. I'm not sure what drew me to this kit, but it did. And I went ahead and bought it. I'm trying to remember how much I bought it. I got it like a couple months ago. And of course, the gremlin in my head is smacking me upside the frontal lobes of my brain saying, you gotta build this thing. So, anyway, IBG, their newer outfit came around in 2006. They're from Poland. Began with smaller scale armor, 72nd scale. Then expanded to small scale ships, 700 scale, 400 scale. Most of the patrol boats, destroyers, stuff like that. And then they've been expanding their line lately. They do have a small line of 72nd scale, 32nd scale kits. They're expanding 72nd scale aircraft. From what I've seen, though, it's mostly the lesser known versions of, say, aircraft that were built by smaller nations, such as Poland, Romania. Kits including the PZL-11, PZL-24, PZL-38. They do have FW-190 Focke-Wulfs on there too, and of course the IAR-81C. A few more kits. This is a new kit. They just started releasing these about, I think, this year, or last year, sorry, 2024, last year. Anyway, they do have 3 versions of this kit out right now. This is the late model version. So, what is the IAR-81? It's one of those rare aircraft that was built by Romania during World War II. I think Germans did take some of them in their air defense of Romania during the Second World War in the early phases. It's not a great aircraft. It's an okay fighter, although it's bested by versions of the FW-190 and the P-51 and all that. But it was a major Romanian project during World War II. It was produced by IAR, which started life as a aircraft manufacturer in 1925. They built some small private aircraft and a reconnaissance aircraft. The IAR-80, which is what this aircraft originated from, was their first full-fledged fighter project, built and designed in Romania. Previously, they were building PZL-11 and 24 fighters. that were licensed from Poland to them to build for the Romanian Air Force. Anyway, the project started off in 1937. First flight took place in April 1939. The first 20 aircraft were delivered in February 1941. There are several variations of this. It's the IAR-80 and then IAR-81. I believe it's IAR-80. 80A, 80C, then 81A, and 81C. The 81C is the last production incarnate of this particular aircraft. About 150 were built. I believe they were built from 1943. And then at the end of the war, some of them were upgraded, but then the entire class of aircraft were retired in 1947 in place of Russian-built aircraft. So anyway, nice. Take a look at there's your choices of markings on the side of the box. Now, of course, on the bottom says Great Air Battles 1944. More than likely, it is talking about the air battles over Ploesti. And, of course, the box art here, it is denoting a particular air battle that occurred between about 70 P-38s and several units of IAR-81Cs and other Romanian aircraft over the Ploesti oil fields. Anyway, let's look at the kit. So here we go, the kit with the beautiful all box art. Go ahead and take a look inside here, see what we got here. Alrighty, so there are 4 sprues gray, 1 sprue clear, the decals, photo etch, and the instructions, or as we like to call them, manufacturer suggestions. Sorry. Anyway, start with first set of sprues here. So here we go. And if you want to take a look right there, take a look at that detail. That's a nice detail. See right there. See where it's got rivet detail. That's very, very fine. Very, very nice. Definitely not out of scale. Of course, this one right here is your prop spinners. A lot of landing gear equipment here, main landing gear doors. Looks like a couple parts from the cockpit here. Part of the cowling right there. These are the wing tips. And I think these are for the wings here. The IAR-81C was equipped with 2 20mm cannon and 2 7.62 machine guns. Flip it up on the other side right here. Very nice detail, very nice parts. Sprue number 2. Your fuselages, your tail, engine parts right here. Underside, main landing gear wells. And this right here, and I'll get with you on this right here. This is the spine of the aircraft here. They kind of did the spine differently when you want your option to be open or closed cockpit. And I will show you that with the clear sprue because it's kind of odd. I've never seen anybody do it that way before when it comes to open and close, but we'll get through that here shortly here. So, and I'm assuming this is probably for the cockpit here. More of the cowling. But, I mean, just look at that detail. Look at that. That is beautiful detail. Which means you will have to be kind of careful and make sure you don't use thick coatings of paint because that detail is going to get covered up. Here are the wings, including another wheel well. Weird. So anyway, and you can see the detail on the wings there too. It's very nice. Now, if you also take a look at the sprues here too, I'm looking on the parts here, On the interior side, you see where the pin push is right here. So most of the interior, I don't see anything on the exterior. Yep, see, they avoided it here and here. And there's one there, but you're not going to see that. Right here, you're not going to see that. So they were very strategic on where they put the push pins to push them out of the mold here. And then here's the fourth one right here. Looks like part of the engine mount right there. I don't know if that's landing gear doors. Maybe that's, yeah, it's probably for the cowling as well. So anyway, that came out of the bag, but that's okay. And here's the clear parts. Now, as I stated earlier on, you can model this with the canopy open or closed. This is your open canopy right here, two different types. This is your closed, and of course you notice right there, there's your aircraft spine. So apparently, I guess they did that in order to make it easier. If you're just going to model it with the cockpit closed, you just might as well, instead of having to glue the canopy onto the aircraft, you can just glue it on there with it still attached to the spine. Hopefully that takes care of the issue that some aircraft have of you know, open space to where parts don't necessarily align properly. So, and then here's the decals. Now, as I showed you on the box here, there are 4 different versions of the aircraft here. Most of them look kind of the same here. World War II Axis Romanian crosses here. Number plates, I think this is for standard, you know, your standard stenciling and stuff like that, and then your actual markings. And then, of course, the back here too. There's your photo etch, mostly for the cockpit. Some parts for the engine as well. And I do believe the antenna's on here. Now, I don't remember seeing where the control panel is, because I think the control panel is flat. Oh, there it is right there. Actually, it's not flat. And let's see if this thing... There we go. There's 2 control panels right here. You notice it's got detail on them. But also you got decals for your control panel as well. Here on the decal sheet. Printed by Tech Mold. Tech Mold's pretty okay. Hit and miss sometimes. So you got a detailed control panel, but also you got decals to cover that up with, or if you want to, you know, paint a detail like I like to do. So anyway, and then here are the instructions. Nice booklet type here. And for the construction, it's black and white. There's your sprue maps right here, and of course your photo etch, your decals right here. Some of the stuff here, and this is the paint. This is the painting detail, like for the landing gear, the motor, and all that stuff. There, it's all full color, and then there's your paint lines right here. So it starts with Hataka, Vallejo, Life Color, Mr. Hobby, and AK Interactive. So some of the more modern paint manufacturers are on here. Of course, you're not going to see Model Master, but there's no Humbrol. There's no Mr. Color on here either. Am I right about that? Yeah, well, there's Mr. Hobby. Sorry about that. So yeah, it's on there. But of course, none of the older lines are on the instructions. So anyway, build instructions are black and white. And of course, phone. There's your cockpit right here. You can actually see the nice detail in the cockpit, and there's a lot of parts for it. So, and then of course, as I stated, your control panel here, or your build right here. fuselage, fuselage assembly, your wings, main landing gear. Okay, and then there's your options for open or closed cockpit. There's your photo etch instructions for the engine, and of course your the prop and mounting on the engine here, and final instructions including how to mount your antenna. Let's see here, I believe that's supposed to be photo etch, and more photo etch instructions as well. Final assembly, and then this right here is some of your standard markings on the aircraft here, and then after that it becomes full color for your markings for your aircraft here. So see here, we have aircraft from April 1944, another one from June 1944, which is this one right here, another one here from June of 44, which is this one right here. Sorry about that. And the last one from July, August of 1944, which is this one right here. Now, standard, got the standard, early to mid-war cross for Romania and up until 1944. These are particular aircraft more likely defended Ploesti. So, and then of course you got your sales marketing in the back here. So, anyway, there's your kit. That's everything in the box. There you have it, folks. The IBG IAR-81C. What do I think of it? Nice little kit. I like it. And again, as I said, it's something I normally don't build, but it somehow drew me into it. I would like to build it. And I'm not sounding really well right now. So I feel like I guess I'm in my throat, but anyway. My opinion is, well, I mean, this is a rare kit. It's a rare aircraft. There are other manufacturers of this in 72nd scale. I believe Silva M has got a kit out. I think A model has one as well. But it's not produced by any of the main manufacturers, Tallieri, Revell, Trumpeter, and I don't think any one of them is going to touch this. This particular aircraft is too niche for those manufacturers to get involved in. So, and of course, IBG got involved just because, well, I mean, they shared aircraft technology with Romania back in World War II until the German invasion of Poland. And I guess it was close enough for them to take a shot at making a model kit of it. As I say, there's 3 boxings of it. This is the, I believe, the second one of all 3. They do have a line of other World War II stuff. Also, most of their model kits are their own molding. They haven't reboxed a whole lot of stuff. However, they are releasing modern aircraft in 72nd scale, particularly the MiG-29, the Mi-17, the Issue-17 or 22, I should say, Issue-27. Now, the MiG-29s and the Mi-17 has been released. They are not IBG moldings. They are from Trumpeter. I do have one of the kits. And yeah, most of the kits stick with Polish markings. However, one of the boxings for the MiG is predicated on Ukrainian Air Force. So here's the one for the Polish Air Force. Again, this has been out for, I think, probably about a year or 2. But, we're not going to go too far into depth into this right here, but this is all Trumpeter moldings. This is all Trumpeter kit. So, anyway, decals and the markings, but they are expanding their line. There's no date on when they're going to release the other stuff. I did get this, and I got the Mi-17. Yes, it is the Hobbycraft. I mean, not Hobbycraft. It is the the oh, was it there? The trumpeter mold, Hobby Boss. There we go. Brain box. Yeah, it is the Hobby Boss mold. So, anyway, what do I think about this kit here? It's nice. I like it. Detail is beautiful, and you expect for a kit. IBG's been around since 2006. They're not an old kit maker by any chance. Less than 20 years. And it seems like a lot of the younger manufacturers that just started, Special Hobby, Edward, Clear Prop. It seems like all of these new manufacturers, they've got their improvements already to go when they start releasing these kits. So, it's not like in the past where Academy, for instance, in Korea, back when I was in Korea back in the 1990s, they did Tamiya and Hasegawa and Italeri kits for the Korean market. They did some of their own moldings too, but they were kind of basic. They weren't too bad, but they weren't as detailed as they are these days. And a lot of kit manufacturers start off with kits that are not well detailed. They were just something to get the product line up and running. Well, what I've seen from IBG here, and I haven't seen any of their 72nd scale armor, so I'm not sure, but aircraft wise with this right here, they did very, very, very well with this kit. The detail is just outstanding for this detail here. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of fiddly parts with this, but for such a rare aircraft with some beautiful looking schemes on it, it's not a bad shot. It's not bad at all. I do plan on building this. As a matter of fact, I probably will start on this just because the gremlin in my head won't shut the hell up. So it's begging me to go ahead and start building this. So I think I will. Out of the box, I'm gonna give it an 8. Now, that's not including building, and I might cover that down the road to tell you how well it builds up into. Everybody's been improving their game, so I haven't yet run into a dog of a kid as of yet. But this is very nice work from IBG. And as I stated, I look forward to seeing what else will come out in the pipeline, although I'm not sure if I will be attracted to their stuff if it's based on, like PZ11 and 24, it doesn't really interest me. And as I stated, I don't know what attracted me to this kit, just attracted me. So, but they do have some 72nd scale armor. They got 35th scale armor as well, stuff like that. So, it's a possibility I might get another IBG kit somewhere down the road. But as of right now, even though most of their product doesn't interest me, I think it's a pretty good product. So, now, I don't know if there's any American distributors here in the U.S. I would look at it, see if Sprue Brothers or maybe Squadron or someone else down the line might have it. I'm pretty sure somebody here in the U.S. has got IBG kits. I bought this overseas. I don't remember how much. I think with shipping it was around the $35 range, something like that. It's not an overly expensive kit, but still. But anyway, if you're interested in something like this, if you're interested in rare Romanian World War II aircraft, or stuff which wasn't built by Americans or British or French or Japanese or German, I would recommend this kit for anybody who wants to build something like this. So anyway, that's my opinion on it. If you have any questions, complaints, gripes, celebrations, anything like that, go ahead and leave it down. I will get to you eventually, one day or another. I'm sorry about the throat here. I'm kind of dry right now. Anyway, that's me, and that's my opinion. And I'll look forward to putting out another kit review. I don't know, sometime in the next few weeks, months, years. I'm pretty sure I got another kit I want to review anyway. So, Anyway, good night, and get those modeling faces. Oh, modeling war faces on. Have a good one.